It's a beautiful day in Jeff's gym, a beautiful day for a spotter. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a Jefferly day in this beauty gym, a spotterly day for a Jeffrey. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a spotter just like you. I've always wanted to train in Jeff's gym with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my spotter? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my spotter?
All right, good morning. Welcome to Project 3550. This is episode number 15. So this week has been a little unordinary. It was my son's birthday on Monday. He turned 8, so that was a good day for us as a family. And as far as the bodybuilding is concerned, I really didn't worry too much about progress, but I did undereat quite a bit early in the day to account for the pizza and cake that we were going to have to celebrate his birthday. And then, of course, it was Thanksgiving on Thursday. Hopefully you guys had a great day with your loved ones. I did, and I didn't really care too much about tracking calories or anything on Thursday, on Thanksgiving. So I enjoyed myself. I didn't go crazy. In a sense, had a pretty good refeed day. And then yesterday I underate a little bit to kind of account for that. So from a progress standpoint, I'm actually doing really well. So I'm actually down a pound from last week. And the nice thing about that is, I know last week I told you guys I was going to throw some cardio in to kind of get that progress going again. The situation of the week with my son's birthday, we had family coming into town for Thanksgiving. So I decided to kind of pull back, and it was kind of a good thing because I think with the adjustments I've been making this week as far as accommodating, all these special occasions, I've actually underate a little bit more than I realized, and my weight kind of dropped because of that. So that kind of just tells me that it was a smart move not to kind of throw that cardio in just yet. So I think, heading into next week, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing and not stress too much on, if I'm seeing the scale trend down or not. I'm just going to, let the protocol kind of take care of itself. And visibly, if I continue to see some progress, and that's where I noticed again this week, where I'm actually seeing the progress. It's more so with the physique than the scale. The scale did move, so that was kind of nice. We do want to see the scale move over time, but it was more the visuals that I'm a little more concerned with. And again, it was nice and refreshing to kind of see the visual changes. And from an energy standpoint, feeling really good. Training is going really good. And just overall, I'm in a really good place. All right, so it's cold in here. It's 58 degrees, so I need to get my body temperature elevated to get me ready for those heavier sets. Like right now, everything feels pretty brittle, not very pliable. So I want to get my body temperature elevated, get my connective tissue, in a sense, lubricated a little bit, and then I know I'll be ready to, jump into my top sets. So today, on the flat press fly, I'm looking to probably roll with 80-pound dumbbells. And last session, I did 3 sets by 8 reps. So if I can get, 9 reps today, even if it's just for 1 set, I would be really pleased with that. And, even if, let's say, I don't beat my numbers from last session, I'm still going to be taking my sets, close enough to failure in order to tap into all the muscle fiber. I'm not concerned that if the numbers aren't where I would like them to be, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not having a good training session. So, it's more about, for me, it's about training principles, like making sure that, whatever exercise I'm doing, whatever rep range, I'm targeting, as long as the intensity is there, as far as proximity to failure, like if it's adequate, then I know it's going to be a good stimulus, and I don't fear, let's say, regression, or not even fearing I'm not progressing, because again, muscle doesn't know numbers, it just knows what things feel like. And again, if I have that intent on effort, I'm going to keep moving myself forward. So that just gives me peace of mind, with every training session. If the effort isn't there, and I'm candy assing it, I'm leaving, let's say 5 reps in reserve on all my sets, then I know, okay, that's a little too fluffy and things aren't going to be moving in the right direction. So again, today it's just more about putting that effort in, just like all my other training sessions, and let the work take care of itself. All right, first working set. So we're gonna put these dumbbells in place carefully with poise, not rocking back super fast or anything like that, just with a lot of control, just like I do when I'm performing the actual set itself. Got it. All right, so we got 9 reps on that first set, so 1 more than I got last week. I probably could have pushed for 10, but I think if I would have pushed for 10, it probably would have been really close to failure. And I'm pretty confident that my second set, I wouldn't be able to get too many reps out of it, or at least not the 8 that I'm targeting. So, I think we need to make sure that we're pushing hard enough on our sets. But, early on, you have to think about, okay, how is this going to impact set 2, set 3, possibly set 4. We'll see if I actually get the 4 sets today. So I know leaving at least 1 in reserve on this first set, I'm getting, adequate stimulus there, but yet I'm leaving just a little bit of wiggle room so I can perform well with the next set. All right, set number 2. So we're gonna lean back a little bit. We're gonna kick that first dumbbell, rest it on my shoulder, kick the second one. Now I'm flat, feet are flush, and now I'm gonna drive those dumbbells up, and here we go. Second set I pushed and got 9 reps. I left probably 1 in reserve. I didn't want to go, let's say closer to failure, because I knew if I did, again, that third set would probably be disrupted a little bit, might impact, the performance in a negative way. So I want to make sure I leave a little bit of room there for this third and probably last set. Like I feel like after 2 sets, I can tell from where, my performance is the first 2 sets, being that I've been exceeding expectations thus far, that 3 sets, if I get another, let's say 8 or 9 reps maybe, it's going to be better numbers than it was last week. And again, overall demand is going to be a little bit higher now. And taking into account as well, like all my training sessions this week, I've been improving my numbers, whether it's load or reps or both. I've been increasing that from the past week. So overall demand again is kind of upticking, and keeping in mind my body weight did go down, so the overall demand of the week is definitely been a little bit higher than it was, let's say, last week. So I don't want to overdo it and then head into next week, let's say, just a little too fatigued. I want to make sure that I'm able to string these weeks along, like, okay, yeah, I'm keeping my performance elevated throughout the entirety of the prep and doing a good job at managing that supply and demand. So again, I'm just going to take the small victories. I'm not going to, get a little, let's say, too greedy or too eager and push for more than what I probably should. All right, third and final set. So again, control on the way down, get these dumbbells in place, and then control throughout the entirety of this set, especially once I get closer to the end. I'm gonna stay mentally focused on stabilizing these dumbbells. I think anytime, I don't have that mental focus, I let anxiety kind of take over and I try to, let's say, rush those reps. I just get out of myself and the quality goes down. And, usually I don't complete those type of reps. So, and I don't want to, let's say, increase risk for injury either. So I want to make sure that mentally I'm there through the entirety, of the set, including the setup, as well as getting these dumbbells, off of me and back on the rack. So let's see what I can do. All right, we got 9 reps there. I ain't gonna lie, on the way down on that, after that 9th rep, for a split second there, I thought I was gonna go for a 10th, but I thought better to myself. I was like, not worth it. I already got my goal. I got those 9 reps. So again, we'll just take that small victory to the bank, enjoy it, and next session, we'll see if we can maybe get one set at 10 reps. So just these small little victories, but over time they add up. If we're talking, a rep here and there, even if it's just, let's say, a couple reps per month, if you talk about over a course of a year, 2 years, that's a huge increase in overall. Sometimes we have to think about not just these short windows, like, okay, not what we did last week versus this week, but what did we do last month versus this month? Last 3 months versus this 3 months, last 6 months versus this 6 months. And in my case, what I do in years 1 through 5 versus years 10 through 34. So we have a look through a bigger lens, have a much deeper perspective when it comes to progression. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you on the next one.